There are signs that once you stay in your relationship, right, there's every tendency that if this relationship moves to the next level, that is marriage, it will not last. There's every tendency that it might not last, or you people might end up having a divorce, or you people might end up in domestic violence. So I want to tell you some of the clear signs that once you see in that your relationship, just know that that relationship or marriage can only work if you guys are having a distant marriage or relationship. Yes, you guys can only be perfect if you guys are going to have a distant marriage. But if people are going to do this kind of marriage where both of you are going to be living in the same house, then there's going to be serious problem. It is better you know some of these things so that you know what you're working towards. If you notice some of these things and you guys are going to, you already know that the marriage is going to be a distant marriage, that's perfect. You guys can cope. But if it's going to end up in a marriage where people live in the same house together, then there's every tendency that there's going to be a problem. Now, before we proceed, please do well to share this video. Give me a like, a follow, a share, and a comment. Let's proceed. Number one, if you find yourself in this kind of relationship, that whenever you people get to talk, there's always an argument that'll stir up from somewhere. Like maybe you call her on phone, or she calls you on phone. Whatever makes you people to want to discuss, it never ends well. If people will always end the call in chaos, in fight, in quarrel, just know that there will be a problem if both of you end up together. A very serious problem. But you know, sometimes some of you will see some of these things and you feel like it's something you can cope with over time, or it's something you can change. But I just want to let you know that nobody changes. In fact, marriage itself amplifies people's character. If your character was capital letter A, I don't know, if your character before marriage was small letter A, the moment you get married, your character becomes capital letter A. And that is because in the course of the marriage, the person will get to see your flaws, the person will get to see your weak points, the person will get to see your highest energy, the person will get to see everything about you. So just get ready. So if you find out that whenever you speak to that your partner, that person you are dating right now, and you people cannot just end the call in peace without any chaos of any kind, any argument of any kind, then there is a problem. Yes, if people are about to have a problem if you people get married. Number two, if this person visits you or you visit this person, if people cannot end your visit or whatever, like whenever you people see, if people stay together, the both of you cannot end your relationship or your meeting without any form of argument. There must be arguments that stay up from somewhere, and before you know, this person will stand up and leave, this other person will stand up and leave, and then people will not talk to each other for the next 1 week, next 2 weeks, before people will now reconcile, people will now make love, and everybody will now be fine. If you find yourself in this relationship, just know that that relationship can only work if it's a distant marriage. If you people are going to live in the same house, then there is a big problem. So the reason for this is so that you get prepared and know how you go about it. Because sometimes people might love themselves too much that they might not want to break up and find another. That's what I'm saying. It can be perfect if you guys are going to have a distant marriage or relationship. Thirdly, if some members of the family are not in agreement with you people's union, take for instance, if the lady in question, her mother does not like you, the man, or her parents or her sisters or some family members does not like you as the man, or the lady in question, some family members of the man does not like you, and then they are having issues with you, it is a problem. Yes, because over time, the child in question or either of you in question are still related to these people. Mind can be poisoned. Human being changes over time. So if some particular members of the family, depending on how important they are in the family, are not in support of your relationship, it is better you either break up or you find a way to make it a distant marriage. So doing, they will not see you that often. And then whenever they see you, they'll just know, okay, it's a short period of time. Everybody will respect themselves till whenever they had to see you again. But if they keep seeing you every time, it is a problem, because their daughter or their son will always tell them, my wife did this, my wife did that. There will always be this discussion of something about either of you, and then it becomes a problem. So it is better you make it distance. If it's distance, perfect. At least whenever, maybe they'll see you once a month or once in a year, or however. By so doing, everybody will couple themselves, respect themselves, till everybody vacates again. So there are relationships that, whether you like it or not, it will only thrive when it's from a distance, because that distance is going to create anticipation. When you're out of your partner's sight for a couple of time, maybe like a year, a month or so, it's going to create that anticipation that this person will want to see you, this person is going to miss you, this person is going to create expectation that this person is going to expect your coming and all of that, right? So when you finally come around, this person is going to miss you, this person is going to treat you like a baby, knowing that you have limited time to stay. So all the person's bad character, all the person's bad behavior, the person will put it in check, because the person knows that you have a little time to stay, and the person will not want to do things that is going to make you not enjoy your stay. I don't know if you get. So whether you like it or not, there are relationships that only will survive only if it's in a distant marriage or relationship. Yes. Number 3. Oh, it's not number 3. Number 5, I guess. If you find out that either of you have a particular thing you don't like about this person, and you're trying so hard to overlook it, because there is no perfect person anywhere. There is no perfect person anywhere. So if you know that there's something about this person, take for instance, this person is maybe the person is a 10, the person has all the good characters, but the only problem now is that probably the person have one eye. I'm just using it as an instance. The person is a 10. The person ticks all your boxes. But let's say maybe the person is limping. And it's something you don't like, but you're trying so hard to overlook it. Just know that that marriage or that relationship will only thrive if it's a distant marriage. If you keep seeing that person every day, there is a way that the person will get you upset. You will have to unleash. You will have to let the person know how you don't like how the person looks and all of that. So, if there's something you notice that you don't really like about this person, and it's something you're just trying as much as you can to overlook, just know that you should go for a distant marriage or relationship. Now, finally, if the both of you hardly have time, for each other, like man is always working, woman is always working, it is perfect you people do distant marriage. So doing, nobody will be disturbing anybody. Nobody is going to be at the mercy of anybody. Nobody is going to be expecting too much from each other. There are couples that will work differently, and then the man will be expecting that when the woman comes back, she's going to cook. Or the woman is expecting that when the man comes back, he's going to cook. And then the man, on the other hand, is saying, I'm the man of the house. Why should I cook when I get back? If you find out that this is the kind of case you people have, please do distant marriage. So that when you as the man come back, you cook your food wherever you are, eat there. When the woman gets back, she'll cook and eat wherever she is. Then when you people decide to see, whenever the both of you make up your mind that you want to see each other, you know that people are already prepared to see each other. I don't know if you get. Alright, I just thought to let you know. If you have watched this video to this point, please don't forget to give me a follow, a like, a share, and a comment. Thank you guys for watching. See you in my next. I love you guys. Bye.